Hello, my soul tribe. This is going to be a soul tribe reading. I'm not feeling the best right now, so I don't know how long this reading will be, but I wanted to come on for those of you who enjoy the soul tribe reading and leave me the lovely comments. I wanted to come on and do a reading for you just to see. I just got this Cosmic Guidance Oracle. I didn't just get it, but I grabbed it for this reading just to see what advice you need to hear, what action you should be taking. But yeah, I'm not feeling myself. I'm not feeling myself. And, but I felt like coming on. I'm kind of shaky even. I just finished doing a reading where I was feeling the person's energy, so maybe that's it. But you know, today's been a weird day. So let's see what you need to hear today though, because like I said, a lot of you leave me very lovely comments, some of you not so lovely, but that's okay. It's a learning experience for me, but I wanted to do a reading for those of you who are always, so lovely and supportive, and I get comments like, it's weird how important this reading is to me in my everyday. And I get comments, from people who feel quite alone, who, really value this time. So I value it as well. So I really wanted to come on for you today. I get some, I'm working on it. Some of the comments I get, I'm still working on it. But yesterday someone was like making specific comments about the way that I talk and cry, and that they love the soul tribe reading, but they're getting sick of me. And it's like, well, I'm part of the soul tribe reading. So if you don't like my authentic self, that's not going to change anytime soon. And I'm not going to let anyone result in me masking again. I masked my entire life. And I just feel I don't want to give this person too much attention. But I just want, you should really think about it before you tell someone, like, why do you have to pick out things about them that you don't like? Just keep scrolling, just move on, find another reader. Anyway, I'm going to keep this. But like I said, I was feeling a little bothered by this comment, and then I was looking at the other comments that were like, this is my favorite part of my day, and yay, Soul Tribe, and all of those beautiful comments. It feels like to me, whenever I'm struggling with my energy, those not so nice comments really get to me. It's all a learning experience. To me, everything is a lesson. Truly, right now, everything is a lesson. I don't know if you're feeling that way, but I'm seeing the lesson in everything. But yeah, let's get into it, my friends. So what do you need to hear today? We have the head, logic. So you could be someone who's stuck in your head right now. Stuck in your ego, I'm hearing. So what advice do you need? We have let go, relax, and release. Very interesting. So I'm going to read this card, but I'm almost seeing something about letting go and releasing your manifestations, because we see this seed, and it feels like once you release those manifestations to the universe and you stop obsessing over them and you stop trying to plan the way they're going to come in and in what shape and form, that's when they grow. Once you surrender is what I'm hearing. So this is an action card, I believe. Action cards, yes, tells you what you need to do about your situation. So whatever situation that comes to mind here, I'm shaking. Someone also started mowing their lawn, and instantly, the moment I started doing love reading, somebody started mowing their lawn. If you'll notice I'm shaking a little, I'm all right. If you relax and release, you will see that it puts you through tremendous spiritual growth. This card features a lotus flowers floating in the river. If you were looking at this card right now, I'm shaking so much. There's something in your life that you must let go of. You know exactly what it is, something that has happened in the past that is still bothering you today. It is on your mind, eating at your precious energy. Or maybe you think that something will happen in the future. You are wasting your energy thinking over all the different outcomes and problems that might never come true. So this could even be you releasing negative thinking, you releasing that ego. You could be worrying about something that hasn't even happened yet. My mom used to I remember when I was just, 4 or 5, I would be worried about big things like death. And she'd be like, you're just wasting your energy worrying about those things. Anyway, it's truth. It's true. Relax, release, return to the present. That is the message behind this card. Do not dwell on the past and do not worry about the future. The past already happened and the future might not even happen. The present isn't, this tension is not serving you in any real way. It will not make things better. You don't want it in your heart. Let it go. Bad comments, let it go. Opinions of others, let it go. Physically let go by decluttering. This is an exercise you can do. Physically let go by decluttering your room and clearing your space, getting rid of things you don't need or use. Meditate with an intention to relax and release all that no longer serves you. And your affirmation, I release all negative thoughts of the past and all worries about the future. I am fully present in this moment. Look at me shaking. I'm fine. I don't know why I'm shaking. Interesting. Like I said, I had just done a reading where there was a very anxious energy in the reading and I felt it all through my body. So yeah, something that you're letting go of or, overthinking. We have another action card. Listen, silence your mind and pay attention. So maybe maybe your brain is really busy right now. One thing that I did do is yesterday after that reading, I ordered myself some shadow work workbooks, which I'm planning on using during Soul Tribe readings, just so that you guys can benefit from it too. We'll do a little bit of shadow work. I'm really excited about those, so I'll let you know when they come. Quiet the mind and the soul will speak. So I have to cover up her chest because, the human body is apparently offensive. I'm being sarcastic. Sometimes that little voice in your head is so loud it drowns out your intuition. Our thoughts are constantly occupied with what to do next, what to say next, what to cook for dinner, how to reply to a text, past memories, and future plans. We are thinking too much and not listening enough. Because of that, we miss whispers of our intuition. Connect with your intuition, become an observer of your thoughts. So it's true, your negative thoughts, your ego can drown out your intuition. And your ego, your fear is very loud, very repetitive. It's pushy, okay? Fear is pushy. Your ego is pushy. So if there's something you're ruminating about, if there's something it's more anxiety, that's your fear talking. Your intuition whispers. Your intuition doesn't push. Your intuition doesn't, yell at you. It's not scary. It's not provoking fear. Your intuition is gentle. But the thing is that you can't hear your intuitive voice if you've got all that mental mind chatter going on. You've had a few cards mentioning this mental mind chatter. So maybe, I know that a lot of people are having a problem with fear and ego right now. So it could be that you're picking that up from the collective. As a collective, I think a lot of us are struggling with that overthinking right now. Maybe you're going through a test, maybe you're going through many tests because you're about to hit your abundance or you're about to hit a manifestation. So maybe the ego has really picked up trying to push you off your path. Connect with your intuition. Become an observer of your thoughts. Close your eyes and retreat to the back of your mind. Become silent and still. And when you reach that state, gently ask the universe if there is something it wants you to know. Your exercise: meditate with an intention and listen and receive intuitive messages, then journal about it. And you can do both. Sit out in nature and simply listen to the sounds around you. The birds, the wind, and the trees. Try to pick out 5 different sounds. Lawnmower. No, don't pick out the lawnmower. Affirmation: I am ready to listen to what the universe has to tell me. I am present and mindful. So this morning I was actually watching, interesting how it all plays out. I was watching, by the way, this is not, someone said this is just my way of talking about me. It's not. This is my way of the things that I'm learning, I'm trying to share with my soul tribe, because we're aligned for a reason. So anyway, I was watching a video this morning about how to connect with your spirit guides. And one of the things it was talking about is that if you have a lot of mental chatter, you can't hear your spirit guides. The other thing is if you have a lot of distractions around you. So if you are constantly on your phone, or you're constantly around noise, or you're constantly watching TV, or you're constantly doing this, if you're always like working, you're always cleaning, you're always got your head down doing something, part of the way the universe, your intuition, God, whatever it is that you believe in, communicates with you is through signs and synchronicities that you won't see if you're constantly busy and engaged in things. Does that make sense? So this person was actually talking about carving out of time where you make an appointment to connect with your intuition, where you make an appointment to connect with your spirit guides, and you show up. Because she was saying, and of course the comment section was full of people telling her how wrong she was, but she was saying, if you don't show up to listen to your intuition and your spirit guides, how are they going to communicate with you? If you're just, if you've got your head in your phone and you're waiting for your guides to give you guidance, it's not going to happen. You need to carve out time to, like this card said, sit in nature. All of those things mean something. The birds that you see, the things that you find, the numbers that you see, all of it means something. And it's all the universe's way of talking to you, of communicating with you, whether you believe that or not. Anyway, hang on. So anyway, like this card is talking about, make an appointment to connect with your guides, make an appointment to connect with your intuition, meditate. It only takes 5 minutes, and set an intention to listen to what your higher self wants to tell you. And then, do a quick journal about what you were thinking. When I started meditation, the one thing that I had a misconception about meditation was that I felt like I couldn't meditate because I wasn't someone who could quiet my mind. And they actually tell you when you meditate that it's not about quieting your mind. It's about observing the thoughts. It's about not focusing in on those when all that overthinking starts. It's about just letting those thoughts pass and observing them because they're there for a reason. Anyway, you don't have to be able to completely quiet your mind if that's something that you're worried about, is my point. And take it from someone who's an overthinker, someone who's always had like my parents used to tell me, I had an overactive imagination. I still struggle with it sometimes, but it's gotten a lot better. But as someone who has ADHD, or has that, how that's the label that they've given it, racing thoughts. Take it from someone who has been an overthinker and has had racing thoughts. You can work to quiet them. You can work to control them. You can work to lessen them. You can work to reprogram yourself, but it's hard because you've been programmed a certain way. Anyway, I'm going off on some kind of weird tangent here, so let's keep going. Let's get another one. We have lesson. I was just talking about lessons. I always talk about lessons. People are like, I'm sick of lessons. It's like, but that's that's the journey. I don't make the rules. Lesson. Wisdom through mistakes. A commitment to growth is a commitment to risk, courage, faith, strength, hope, and a willingness to make mistakes, get back up, and try again. So I'll just show you the pretty card. So this is let me just tell you what kind of card this is. This is a moon card. And the moon card this is telling you what your situation means. Think of them as your subconscious mind or intuition telling you, your conscious mind, the hidden truth. So the hidden truth. More often than not, growth comes from mistakes and experiences that we perceive as negative. Those experiences make us realize what went wrong and what we should do next time, what we want and what we don't want in our lives. Be ready to make some mistakes, and more importantly, be okay with making mistakes. View them as opportunities for growth and stepping stones towards wisdom. This card can also mean that it's time to step out of your comfort zone. You will not grow as much as you want and need to if you keep doing the same things over and over. You feel comfortable and safe, but aren't you excited to find out your true potential and challenge yourself in order to grow? Push your limits and find out what you are capable of. Your exercise. Ask yourself the following questions or use them as journaling prompts. What was the biggest mistake I made and how did I grow from it? How can I step out of my comfort zone? And your affirmation. I am willing to grow through my mistakes. I see beautiful, powerful lessons in everything I encounter. Truth. I was just saying that there's a lesson in everything, and it's true. All right, let's get one more. I'm being told one more. We have change, new season of life. Okay, I have to read this one because I've seen it 3 times in your reading, and every time I've seen it, I've wondered if I should be reading it, and now I've seen it again. So you've got 2 meaning cards. So these cards, like I just talked about, this is what your situation means. So whatever you're going through right now, you're supposed to be learning lessons from it. It's meant to teach you lessons. And it's meant to transform you, rebirth, renewal, fire. Where is this? Fire. So I watched the movie If yesterday, which I should have known. It's a movie about imaginary friends, and it's called If. And I'm like, why is it called If? Imaginary friends, if. They are ifs. Anyway, I found it interesting that I had just done a reading and spoke a lot about childhood wounding and inner child, because it's about, the whole movie is about how, we have an imaginary friend, or people have imaginary friends that once they hit a certain age, they forget about them. Anyway, I was like, I don't feel like it was an overly sad movie, but I spent the whole movie crying just because I'm me and I'm emotional. And that's okay to be emotional. But I think because I don't think it really touched me on a healing level, on connecting with your inner child, truly. Anyway, my poor kids were like, it's okay, mommy. So, fire, transformation, rebirth, renewal. Yes, your transformation will be hard. Yes, you will feel frightened, messed up, and knocked down. Yes, you'll want to stop. Yes, it's the best work you'll ever do. Yes, you'll want to stop. That message right there is so true. I don't know. There's so many opportunities to quit the healing journey. There's so many opportunities to just say, F it, and, conform and stay just like everybody else. But you're meant to rise from the fire. You're meant to rise from the ashes. You're meant to keep transforming, keep changing, keep growing, keep pushing. Fire symbolizes rebirth, purification, and transformation, creation and destruction, life and death, protection and loss. Fire can make you warm, but get too close and it burns you. In native cultures, fire was thought to be a gift from the Creator that carried the power of renewal. Fire can maintain life and destroy life. This card is a sign to burn off the old and allow new to enter. You are going through a powerful, transformative period in your life that has several meanings. From one perspective, it is the most beautiful time. From another, it is terrifying. You are changing. Parts of you are dying so that you can emerge again like a phoenix. What matters is what you choose to feel about it and view it. Are you ready for your transformation? Your exercise, sit in the sunshine and imagine filling up with pure light. I do that every day. The exercise about sitting outside and connecting with nature, like what are 5 things you can hear? What are, you know me, I'm all about looking for signs and synchronicities. But that's another thing I do. I try and sit in the sunlight and literally soak up the sun. I'm hearing that song, I'm Gonna Soak Up the Sun by Sheryl Crow. I'm going to tell everyone to lighten up. Anyway, I don't do it for, it's not for a tan, it's for energy. Same with the moon. You can sit under the moon and get energy from the moon. So exercise, sit in the sunshine and imagine filling up with pure light. Connect with your solar plexus chakra through yoga, dancing, creativity, and stepping out of your comfort zone. And your affirmation, I am strong, confident, and abundant. I welcome this period of magnificent transformation. And I have to say, I keep seeing 11s. So I keep seeing like the page numbers. I definitely saw, this was 47. And I definitely saw 29. So there's that, there is that 1111 energy in the soul tribe reading again, meaning you're on the right path. This is another meaning card. So what your situation means, and we have change, which that transformation card talked about change. The art of life lies in constant readjustment to our surroundings. New season of life is here, and if you are seeing this card, then change is on its way. Something might already be changing in your life or is about to change. Don't fear and don't resist it, but welcome and embrace it with courage. Nothing is permanent. Everything is bound to change one day. Life is unpredictable and ever-changing. If change is inevitable, why not learn to cooperate with it, to deal with it with ease and excitement? Why not, that's not an affirmation, why not learn to flow with every season of life? That's not an affirmation either. Some seasons are more desirable than others. You crave summer, but winter is coming. When winter is here, it feels like it will be cold forever. But then summer comes again, and you learn that without the cold, you wouldn't appreciate the warmth as much as you do. Every season of life is here to teach you something. It's up to you whether to fear it or learn from it. Your exercise. Journaling exercise. Create a timeline of your life so far and divide it into different seasons and their own themes. Give a title to each chapter of your life and journal about your favorite memories, mistakes you made, and what you learned from each chapter. Affirmation, I am excited to find out what life has in store for me. I welcome and embrace change and uncertainty. So, those are the cards from that deck, and I'm just going to get you... I don't know why. I'm looking at this moon deck. It's right here, and I thought I'll get you one of these. It's Moon Manifestation Oracle. I'm just reading you the book because it's right there. Is a magical tool that can boost your manifestation powers so that you can start to turn your dreams into a reality. Interesting. Right away we have shine. So shine your light. I'm hearing shine your way. I think it's from the Croods. Shine your way, Owl City. Look it up. Shine your way. Anyway. So let's cut the deck and see what we have. We have full moon in Cancer, let your fears dissolve. So let's see what you need to hear. Okay, then. We have a card right away. Trust the universe. First quarter moon in Aquarius. So trust the universe. It is hard to trust the universe if you're not used to trusting. There it is. Trust the universe. So it's a good time to release your grip on a situation. Isn't that interesting? Because we had let go. Passion is good, but too much can become manic. Sometimes we feel too much intensity around our dreams because we're scared they won't come true. But that's counterproductive. Live and let live a little. State your intention to the universe and then detach. Remember I said, make your manifestation and then let it go. Like that card, like throw it to the wind. Trust the universe and see what happens. The tighter your grip, the more likely you are to lose out. This is doubly true if you've been jealous or had issues to do with sex or money. Avoid trying too hard to influence someone else. Interesting. And, you know, that's what they say about the law of attraction. The more you hold on to something, the longer it takes to come to you. It really is about detachment. It really is about surrendering the outcome. It's about not needing what it is that you're manifesting. Does that make sense? If you need it, if you want it, if you're thinking about it, if you're holding on to it, it can't actually come to you, or it has a harder time. The way that I heard it described, the way that I heard it described was the way that energy works is you have to be open to receive energy. So if you're holding on to something, if you're holding on to an outcome, to a person, and you're like, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it, and you're like gripping onto it, the universe can't actually let it flow to you. So one of the readers I listened to, maybe you, Sassy Scorpion, I think that's her channel name, Christina. She talks about, you know, it's not until you let go and open your hands that the universe can bring these things to you. If you're holding on to it, the universe, that energy is blocked, if that makes sense. It makes sense to me. If you feel stuck or you're making someone else feel stuck, you need to tread carefully. Sometimes stuck people behave recklessly. This is on page 74, so we just had 47. Now we have 74, so maybe look up 4774, what that means. It's another 11. When this card comes up, there's a risk that you're being too rigid in your thinking. Remember the thinking, the mind. Loosen up and you'll find it easier to overcome the challenges you're facing. When to manifest your magic. The best time to work your magic is when the moon is in Aquarius on a Saturday or during Saturn's hour. Interesting. The first quarter moon in Aquarius takes place when the sun is in Scorpio and the moon is in Aquarius. It knows that sometimes to make magic, you have to let go. Shout out to any Aquariuses here. Shout out to any Aquariuses. My moon is in Aquarius or whatever. Okay. Let's get another one. We have believe in your good luck. Hang on. As promised, I told you when I feel called to pull out this book, I'm going to do it. And the fact that we had 47 and 74, I felt the need to look at that. So we have the wonder of you. It's on page 111. That is so magical. It's on the page to the left of it is 110. So, I mean, that's just magic. All the ones. So, the wonder of you. No one else is like you. In all the world, only you exist in this exact unique way. With your exact talents, gifts, your likes and dislikes, your innate passions, and your experiences. Now, if there are over 7.5 billion people on planet Earth and no one else is like you, that must mean I've got some pretty special plans for you, wouldn't you think? Try to stop worrying so much and let me show you. You are such a special being in this big world. Never forget that. You are so valuable, and I love you dearly. I wouldn't have made you any other way. And these are, like I said, these are messages from the universe for you. So I'm actually being called to skip over to page 74 as well. Hurt people hurt people. If someone hurt you, I want you to know something. They hurt you from a place of hurt inside themselves. The hurt they felt deep down was so strong, it spilled over into their actions, hurting you too. Someone who hurts others is never happy. No one hurts someone else from a place of joy. It's an impossibility. Hurt always stems from hurt and fear. I hope and believe this can help you understand what might have happened to you from a different perspective. I hope it can help you heal a little more, to maybe even someday send peace and forgiveness to the person who hurt you, to remember that they were hurting too. Forgiveness, very important. Forgiveness, very important. You don't have to talk to the other person to forgive them either. You don't need to have an apology to forgive them. It doesn't mean that what they did was right. It doesn't mean, like I said, that you have to talk to them. It just means that you are freeing yourself from holding on to that resentment. Believe in your luck. First quarter moon in Sagittarius. The book is upside down. First quarter moon in Sagittarius. Interesting. That was only 2 cards away from the other one. Whatever is going on in your life, you need to take care of the small stuff and the big stuff will fall into place. Problems can arise now because of carelessness or a judgment lapse. Avoid telling everyone your opinion until you're sure you know exactly what's going on. Think about the baby steps you need to take on your own way to your goal and don't take too many risks. Believe in your own good luck, but don't be arrogant about it. Think an important decision through very carefully before taking action. Your challenge when this card comes up is to dream, but be prepared to put in the hard work required to make your dreams real. And it's not, going after your dreams is not an easy thing. It does require hard work, determination. You hear me all the time struggling with the opinions of others. If you're going after your dream, you're going to be hit with the opinions of others big time. Make peace between the part of you that needs everything to make sense and the part of you that wants to throw caution to the wind. Interesting. That was really all it said. Let's get one more from that deck. One more from this deck. I'm being called to get one more. Go for it. New moon in Aries. Go for it. Whatever that is. New moon in Aries. I think is that the first card? It is. It's the first card. This card heralds good news. Yay. Opportunities abound and the outlook is positive. Go through the doors that are opening up for you. There's every reason to believe you'll create what you want, even if you feel a long way from your goal. Keep going and be courageous. Chase your dreams with childlike enthusiasm. Don't sit around making plans. Do take action. This is crucial. Chase your goal. Believe in divine timing. In love, make the first move if you dare. Financially, be proactive. This card is an especially good sign if you need more courage or determination, or if you're chasing after someone or something. I'm not talking to my counterpart chasers out there. I don't think that this is, take it as it resonates, but I don't think for my counterparts out there, if you're the chaser, that this is your sign to chase after your counterpart. I don't think that's what this is about. This is more so about chasing after your dreams. Maybe there's, maybe you don't resonate with counterparts, but maybe there's someone that you're interested in. Maybe there's someone you've had your eye on. Maybe there's someone you've been hoping would make the first move towards you. This card is kind of telling you to make the first move. Anyway, interesting. Be driven, determined, take action, ditch faint-heartedness. Wow. Very bold energy, that Aries, just do it. Anyway, so I'm going to get you one of the Animal Apothecary cards because they're still here. So let's get a card for you. What do you need to hear today? We have action leads to success. Very much Aries energy. Anyway, that's interesting. So action leads to success. We've got 6 dragons there, 1 magician energy. Action leads to success. You actually, on the bottom of the deck is card 2. This is card 1. You've also got card 2 on the bottom, which I always find interesting when the cards find each other again. Anyway, the 6 dragons reference the I Ching's, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, first hexagram, the creative. In Chinese tradition, dragon creates great fortune for those who encounter him. Dragon, it's another 1. Dragon is of service to those in need. His acts are benevolent and not self-serving. Dragon assists humans on their journey towards ascension. The presence of 6 dragons, one of the most promising cards in the deck, foretells a successful outcome if you take the inspiration running through you and turn it into action. The collective power of the 6 dragons holds the medicine of the first 6 cards of this deck. Meditate upon these cards as they are a roadmap for the journey towards success. All humans hold dragon power. It is the energy within what we direct outwardly to create what we desire. It can be considered a masculine energy, one of the initiator, Where was I? The doer, the spirit of action. Commit to overcoming any roadblocks, even if fear rains down on you, do it anyway. The medicine of this card is a sign to fully submit to what you want to manifest and then initiate. However, that self-centered desires will have limited success. Work diligently and do not expect immediate reward. Dragon does not focus on fantasies or future possibilities, but acts in the now. Disciplined persistence is required. Do the work, but do not focus on how the outcome will manifest. Do the work and life will guide you. 6 Dragons Medicine shares that what your heart deeply desires you can achieve, but you're being advised to be wise in your creation. Any man can create heaven or hell on earth. It is your choice as to which. The 6 dragons ask you to make sure your wishes are in alignment for what is best for you and all the creatures of the earth. If you truly come from your heart and take dedicated action towards your goal, the 6 dragons will assist you and lead you to supreme success. Their medicine calls for you to come from your heart and take action now. Abundance and prosperity follow. And I don't know why, but when I was reading that, I was seeing... I can't even remember the dragon's name in Mulan. I know one of you will tell me, but I was seeing the dragon in Mulan, the one that went with her. I think he was an ancestor to her, right? Anyway, it's interesting. When I was feeling this, I feel like I can feel the energy of the 6 dragons. I've felt that energy. I know this sounds weird, but I've felt the energy of the 6 dragons for like the past year. I've felt, like I have that energy guiding me or whatever. So what's really interesting is it talks about reflecting on the first 6 cards. So let me just read them to you. It's Otter, surrender to receive. 3, evolve into your complexity. 4, keep trying, starfish, which is about healing and realizing that healing comes from within you, not from anything external. 5, nourishment while waiting, baby hawk. So that's about nourishing yourself while you're waiting for your manifestations to come in. 6, inner conflict resolution, venomous snake. So I'm not going to read them all to you. But I am going to read the number 2 to you because it's right here. It's right here. Surrender to receive. Look at the little otter. Otter teaches us about the feminine power of reception through surrender. In the sea, otter is often floating on her back, stomach open to the sky, receiving all the sun. This is an extremely vulnerable position, to be free from worry and not distracted, but about what may lurk in the dark waters below is a liberating state of being. Oh my gosh, I'm having a hard time communicating. I'm having a hard time wording. The medicine of this card directly asks you to be patient, accept uncertainty, fully trusting that you will be taken care of no matter what. Be wary of the mind chatter, insisting that you need to know the outcome now. Universal law does not resonate with the ego's desperate need for instant gratification. Something is waiting to be received, but can only be accepted if you open and allow it. Stop hanging on so tightly. When you're open to receiving, open hands, you become a magnet for that which you seek. What is the expectation or problem you are holding on to so tightly? Imagine that issue as a tightly closed fist. Yes, that's magic. That's magic. That is magic. When you unclench your fist, your open palm is able to receive what life has in store for you. Yes. Let go of the need to control what you cannot control. Surrender the idea of how you need the outcome to look. Otter's power in the sea is her sensual flexibility. She bends and yields with the currents. Allow the moment to unfold without forcing it into a box of limited human perception. Otter swims in the dark, mysterious sea of the unknown. It is here that she receives all of her nourishment. Otter's medicine is to surrender and swim with the current of uncertainty and receive something far greater than your immediate or limited desires. Beautiful. So that's lovely. And then I'm just going to get you some affirmation cards because you are awesome and you deserve to hear it. You know, you deserve to hear nice things about yourself. You deserve to, one of the things, that thing that I was listening to about connecting with your spirit guides was about one of the first things you should do in the morning is connect with yourself, you know, and meditate on your own energy. And, you know, I talked to you guys about, you know, normalize talking to yourself before bed, normalize telling yourself that you love yourself, normalize complimenting yourself, normalize that voice in your head being nice rather than being, you know, rather than that voice that's like, well, you could be prettier, you could be skinnier, you could have done that better. Whatever that negative voice is, replace it with compliments, replace it with affirmations. But anyway, her whole point was connecting with yourself when you first wake up, not just like I was saying go to bed, but when you first wake up is also a really good time to just check in with yourself and to set the tone for your day. Anyway. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. The ability to triumph always begins with you. Always. Oprah Winfrey. You're a star, so let your light shine. Let's see what else you need to hear. We have be you, do you, for you, not for anybody else. I think a lot of people live their lives based on what other people think and what other people think that you should be doing. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. Rumi. We are stronger, gentler, more resilient, and more beautiful than any of us imagine. Mark Nepo, I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to pronounce names. You are enough, just as you are. Again, that quote says it's a quote Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, but that is a quote from Bridget Jones's diary. Anyway, note to self, you are amazing. You are amazing. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm sending you lots of love and light, my friends, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for spending your time with me. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. Thank you for, you know, the support and the love, and I will I will continue to show up here for my soul tribe because I love you guys and I believe in what we're doing here. Anyway, I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.